Hello, hello, welcome in everyone! Thank you so much for joining me here at the start of stream. We're going to do the master... Oh, hang on, let me turn this off. We're going to go ahead and do the master role quest, which is a thing that exists. What's your deal? Oh, you're for this. That's wonderful. I will let you guys know if we end up doing this. Well, we are, but I mean as a healer. Yeah, we would do this as a healer. Probably. Most likely. But one thing at a time. But yeah, here's the plan. I'm just going to do this super quick. It's going to be a super short stream. I have to find it, though. I don't know what it's called. I think it's this one. Let me check before I get too lost in the adventure. I should have typed in what I was looking for. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me just roll. Quest. Okay. Super short stream. Absolutely fantastically short. Except... Well, well, if it isn't the great hunter herself. Ah, you don't know? All 4 of the cardinal virtues laid low, all with your help. You're the talk of the stairs, Layla. When the night returned to Lakeland, we knew in our hearts that change was on the horizon, but never did I dare hope that you might rid us of all those terrible fiends. You've surpassed my wildest expectations. Aww, she's blushing, chat. Not mine, Garinard. When I first laid eyes on her, I had an inkling that she was the hero we'd been waiting to come along. Easy to claim after the fact. If you'll indulge me, though, I'd love to hear about how it all played out, the hunting of the virtues, that is. My word, there's so much more to it than I realized. And here I thought you'd only have to track down the bloody things. Gods, though, the things you've learned about the Warriors of Light, so many secrets and details lost over time. And for all their hard work and sacrifice, they somehow brought the flood. Can't say I understand it all, but it's a bloody tragedy is what it is. We should gather the others and toast their memories. Heroes of Eld, brave and true, to remember forevermore. Now, I'd thank you for not let your bleeding heart drive you to offer up a fortnight's stock of spirits. Attend to your other customers and let me speak with the hero, of here and now. Whatever would I do without you and your good sense of wisdom? Very well, I'll leave you to entertain her. I don't think we'll be having that drink. Hold on. Sorry guys, I know I'm very, random. I have to check a few things. Okay, good, we are live. But that won't... whatever I do to your good sense of wisdom, very well, I'll leave you to entertain her, but I don't think we'll be having that drink someday. Layla, I must again thank you for sharing with us incredible tales. 'Tis only right that I repay you in kind. With the ending, that is, with the story of the true villain who towers over the virtue, the devil more deserving of death than any other yet lingers in this world. If your curiosity's been pipped, then meet me atop the balcony overlooking the crystalline mean. I'll be waiting there until you do. More evil than the virtues? How curious. Am I still in the best armor? Yes. Apparently I'm running for it. Now it's raining. So many more quests to do, so very little time. Oh, I have to get up there? How do I get up there? Oh, there's the staircase. Everything's fine, chat. Don't even worry about it. It's so fine. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. We're just going to have a short stream today, and we're going to finish this, these quests, and then we're going to call it. You came as I knew you would. Never met a mystery you could leave well enough alone, or a demon you could let live, am I right? And this demon is undeniably deserving of death. Make no mistake, to cut them down would be just and proper, the act of a goodly person, and it's just what you are. I can see that. No need to grow impatient or be offended, my friend, but before you pass judgment on this villain, you must first understand that they're part in everything, who they were to the fallen warriors of light, for instance. Of course, right now, you'd be wondering how I know all this, what a tavern wrench of all people has to do with any of this. Let me tell you, then. I am the one who brought together the Virtue Hunters, and I am the one who marked you as a potential ally to them, and bade you join them in their quest. I alone knew what had to be done, and what sort of sinner would be needed to see this tale of tragedy and betrayal brought to an end. But come, we have many malls ahead of us, to Colossia and the Cogger's Crook. I will go ahead and wait for you there. Oh shoot, I need to start my... Oh no, wait, it's fine. We're good. No. I need to be fair and just. Let me just start the stopwatch. And I'll add 3 minutes to... I'll add, a few minutes to it. We're using extra time. All jokes aside, I'm going to cut off some of the extra time. Actually, no, I can count the whole stream because, I'm not in bed and I'd like to be in bed right now. But if I don't use the extra time, who will? Who will, chat? Was a... Whoop. No, we can just focus on the game for right now. You are accustomed to life on the road, I see, as am I. Do you recognize this place? I thought you might. Here is where it began, where Ardbert first met Lamite. Still young and lacking in experience, but possessed of so much potential. Heroes in the making, even the keen-eyed could see. They would only fulfill that promise much later, after joining with their other dear companions, Brandon and Renta Ray. And another, an elven woman, not half bad with a sword. Ah, but perhaps you're already asking the question, who? There were 5 warriors of light in all, but she would make a 6. Indeed, after aiding in Niobert, there does seem to be one too many, but believe me when I say there was indeed a 6th adventurer lost to history, and her name was Siliva. Siliva? Siliva. Though I doubt I need you to convince you of this truth, when you walked in the Virtue's memories, you saw her time and time again, did you not? Then you saw the true villain, the traitor responsible for all their woes. Let us continue the story elsewhere, to Amarang and the Fields of Amber. Yeah, you two actually look pretty similar in terms of hairstyle, and both being elves. I have a feeling I know where this is going, but let's just let it play out. I am very intrigued, by the way. Just focus on the game, Rufus. Wait, did I update you? You know what? Squeebles, if you're there, I need you for a moderator task, if you don't mind. Otherwise, it's just fine, and I'll just be fine. Everything is fine. You saw the true villain's face in their memories, and I told you her name in Clusia, but what were her crimes, you asked? Hearken to my tale, and you will learn. Sailiva had joined the others before they first met Nilabert, and after their party of 5 came to this place, they took up the commission to slay a powerful beast that had taken up residence in the mine. Said beast was believed to be the instigator of ever more terrible tremors, and so time was of the essence. During their hurried search, they crossed paths with their future companion, then a competitor aiming to usurp their prize. After another tremor triggered by the beast, trapped them all below. They had no choice but to work together to lay it low, but to their dismay, even after its death, the earth continued to shudder violently. As the adventurers looked to each other in confusion, Nyabert strolled forward towards the beast's body and grabbed hold of a curious stone, a stone brimming with untold ether that he had sought out that he might harness its potential to rescue a loved one lost to the rift. But so powerful was that stone that it warped the flow of the life stream. Its very existence was a threat, and so when faced with the choice between one life and countless others, Nilabert wept and shattered the stone. He had held his comrade's salvation in his hand and cast it aside for the greater good. For his sacrifice he was judged a hero, and in that instance a warrior of light was born. In life, Nilabert was a pragmatic figure whose wisdom and sagacity were admired by all. Little wonder that in death he would retain his virtue. But as Nilabert mourned the friend he had lost forever, the betrayer Nyliva looked on in silent contentment, for they had taken their first step on the path towards becoming heroes brave and true. His sacrifice had sparked the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. What ritual, you may wonder? Fear not, all will become clear in time. Come with me to Raktika, to Sitia swamps. We must retrace the steps as they were taken to understand the depth of her treachery. Hold on, chat. I'm going to go ahead and lower the graphics real quick, because I think my computer has decided that it has had enough. We have been streaming for nearly 15 hours. I mean, for 17 minutes. Computer sleepy, exactly. I really don't want to push it any more than I need to, but I need to use up some of this extra time, and also there's no good time slot for doing what we're doing, so we're just going to kind of do it, and then I'm going to go to bed. This place too is familiar to you, no? From days recent and long since past. After the events of Amarang, Ardbert and his friends grew in fame, spurring others to entreat their aid. The adventurers sought out greater and greater challenges, and in pursuit of another they came to Raktika. Lahi? While there, the hunter Rentaray learned that the notorious mark Balam Quits was near, and so under the cover of darkness she slipped away from the others to slay the beast by herself. Like Niobert before, of course, you already know what her motive was. Balam Quits had robbed her of her fellow hunters. Only vengeance would redress the balance. Moreover, she would not dare to risk the lives of her new comrades, so terrified was she of the mere possibility that she might have to relive that terrible day, and so she faced Balam Quits alone, and would surely died for it had Ardbert and the others not arrived in time to help. Like Niobert before, of course, you already know what happened next. For her love, her conviction, her resolve, she was chosen by Hydaelyn, and from that day forward, Rentaray swore never again to betray her comrades' trust, to share with them the triumphs and tragedies, to relinquish the freedom she had once held in the highest. The bravest, most courageous hunter that ever was, the moment would define what she became in life and in death. Her sacrifice would hasten the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. The betrayer, Sailiva, looked on, yet more satisfied. They were oblivious to her machinations, unaware that they were dancing to her tune. Their journeys continued, and so on, to Ilmeg and Laihi Gia. Lahi? I've been infected. Oh, gosh. Okay, Kiki. I'm going to put a lot of decision power on you. I may not listen to you, but I am going to ask. Endwalker this month or Endwalker next month? Also, do you have like a reference for yourself? For like if someone wanted to draw you perchance? I make no promises, but I'm going to be doing some art next. A little. Oh wait. Did not think that far ahead. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday art, Saturday trials, Sunday alliance raid. Okay, so Friday will be art. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you, Brain. I'm glad we could do this together. Wait, am I going the right way? I am going the right way. Ah, that's what's open. I forgot to close my art program, and that may have been taking additional RAM. You know, if I go on a few more hours, I get to say I've done a 24-hour stream. Wouldn't that be fun? As beautiful now as it was then, you saw it too, would you not agree? With the death of Balaam Quits, the legend of Ardbert and his comrades had grown larger than ever. Thus emboldened, they came to the kingdom of Vobert. Vobert had long been troubled by what some had dubbed magical plague, and since found transformed into misshapen fiends that the kingdom's knights had no choice but to put down ere the contagion spread. Brandon had been one such knight. In his youth he had served the Princess Soldias faithfully, only to be cast out for a single mistake. Thus did he take to the road, where he met Ardbert and the others. Having grown stronger and wiser and more respected, Brandon felt it was time to return and redeem himself. With the aid of his comrades, he did just that. Tadric, the court mage, was unmasked as the mastermind of Volbert's misery, and the disgraced knight's blade was he brought to justice. But with his dying breath, Tadric cursed Princess Soldia, sentencing her to a fate worse than death. And at her behest did he raise up his blade, and for the sake of the kingdom, strike down his liege lady. With that single stroke he forever changed, though not nearly in the way that was necessary. He stood at the precipice and almost forsook his compassion for unflinching judgment, but mercifully turned aside at last. Thus did he find and embrace true justice, that which weighs law and heart together and strives for greater good. 'Tis a long and difficult road which many stray, settling for simple moralities, but I would expect no less from the man who became Decaisian. His sacrifice would strengthen the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. As her companions grew ever more powerful, so did the betrayer Siliva. Bit by bit, they brought her closer to her goal. But it was not yet finished. To Clusia they returned, and so was me. Tamra and the next chapter of our tale await. What secrets do you know? What horrors will you unleash? Wait, were you always armed? Did she have a knife in the last location? I swear, her outfit's been slowly changing, but my brain is very tired. Slowly but surely, the adventures were fulfilling their potential. Word of their deeds in Vobert spread like wildfire, and their legend grew ever larger. But for all their success, the fledgling heroes would be forced to endure more hardship and welcome more sacrifice. They pressed deeper into the depths of Raktika towards ancient Ranka. 'Twas there the dwarf Lamite came to a crossroads, for in claiming the magic she desperately desired, she'd be forced to renounce something equally precious. Dwarves are a reclusive lot, to withdraw from the outside world, that their many traditions might be preserved in isolation. When the stone blight began to spread, they chose to lock away the afflicted and refused to seek outside help. But Lamite would not abide this. She vowed to save her ailing kin, her sister among them, even if it meant violating dwarven law. With her newfound power she returned, cured the sick, and for this she was banished by the Council of Elders. This came as no surprise, for she had made her peace with it long before, when she stood in an ancient ruin and called upon the forgotten guardians to grant her forbidden knowledge. She knew what the price would be. She had weighed her traditions and identity against the lives of those she loved and made her choice, though it pained her terribly, in ways only a dwarf could understand. And Heidelin, it would seem. Though hardship and heart and sacrifice was a new warrior of light forged, the healer that knew more than any value of life and would do anything to see it preserved, even in death. Her sacrifice would nearly complete the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come very soon then, very soon. For Ardbert and his comrades had stumbled upon evidence of a larger design, threads linking together the disparate troubles of the realm, a name spoken only in whispers, the Shadow Keeper, a singular force sowing chaos and discord throughout Nordwalk to an unknown end. If the Warriors of Light truly wished to save their world, then they would need to confront this villain amongst villains. And at the end of their exhausted search, at the end of their struggle, who do you think would be found waiting to welcome them with open arms? The answer to that waits us in Lakeland, our final destination. The villain yet walks among us, Layla, unknown and unpunished. Go on ahead and wait for me at Langton Loft. There are preparations to which I must first attend. Yeah, she definitely did not start this adventure with a knife. To Fort Job! Away! It's going to be real funny when I get there and it's like, by the way, you gotta fly in order to reach this destination. And then I have to summon someone to help me get up there. Do one of you have a flying mount that can hold 2 people? I am so invested, I gotta know how this ends. And then I will actually raid out to someone who's not Rufus. I promise. I've been streaming for 15 hours. I'm losing my mind. I started this stream thinking, oh, it won't take us that long. I'll be done in time for Christmas. It's New Year's. It's New Year's, chat. Ugh. I cannot walk through this tree. Yeah, let me close Discord so I stop opening it. Wog. Uh-oh. Do I actually need to be able to fly to get up there? Or have I just taken the wrong path? Tis relaxing, however. That must be stated. I've discovered a new location. Okay, let's hope this leads the right way. It does not. How the heck do I get up there? Let's find out together. Parkour? I'm leaning towards parkour. Oh, no, it's fine. This leads to me where I need to go. Well, they'll do everything but reveal the location to me. Let me in. Let me in. I should have gone the other direction. This is fine. Wow, they will not let me see this until I find the entrance, huh? Okay, I think the entrance is the other way. Let's turn around. Ah, I see it. That entrance I've been looking for. Ithaca! Oh no, wait, do I actually have to fly? Oh god, I don't want to do that right now. I just want to finish this. Just let me in. Please. Oh wait, there's an entrance. Okay, we're good. Oh, I should have just kept going, apparently. You know what? It's better to find out this way. I'm not going to cry. Everything's fine. Elven Knight. Oh, these Elven Knights don't look too healthy. Ah, there it is, chat. Oh, nope, I lied. Up these stairs it is. What location did I discover? Destination. Flashback. Damn you, Saliva. We were comrades in arms, friends. That we were, and that we are. Everything I say, everything I felt, it was all true. You mean the world to me. You're the bloody Shadow Keeper! What in the hells was this for? For you, for every one of you, to forge you into heroes worthy of her blessing, that she might choose you as her champions. A ruthless mage consumed by the pursuit of power to save his friend no matter the cost. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. A mournful hunter scarred by tragedy, resolved never again to trust in others. By her sacrifice, a warrior born. A disgraced knight who yearns to steal his heart in justice's name. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. A troubled healer torn between tradition and love. By her sacrifice, a warrior born. And their leader, an adventurer with heart overflowing with love for his dearest comrades, who must now bring his axe to bear against his own. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. I am the villain you seek, the keeper of shadows from a world shrouded in dark. By our struggle will this world be shattered, and its soul saved. Saliva! Saw it all, did you? I thought you might. Mother's gift has a knack for showing us exactly what we need to see, if not when we want to, or when. They knew me as, Slyliva, but my real name, it doesn't matter. Like you, I'm not of this world. I crossed the rift and came to the first. My home, the 13th, fell to dark in a calamity that mirrored the one which nearly claimed this world. I was one of the several heroes who failed to save it. The boy, Unu Kaihei, I have glimpsed him in your memories. He was a friend. Like him, I heeded the words of the Asians, that I might redress the balance. I chose to come here and hasten a rejoining of worlds. As a shard subsumed by dark demands a mirror of blinding light, primordial forces will strive to achieve equilibrium. But there was a solution, a single solution, I believed. Were the flood of light to consume this shardiness entirely, it would be of no use. The Essenes made it clear it must be brought to the brink, but no farther. The task was difficult, but the plan simple. Souls predisposed to light, fledgling heroes in the making. I would bring together Artbert and his comrades and groom them for a higher purpose. I would play the part of comrade and guide their course, all while laboring in secret to pit stronger and stronger enemies against them, until finally, once they were warriors of light, brave and true, I would reveal myself as a warrior of darkness and extinguish their radiance forever. This would be primed for a rejoining and the source for a calamity. The Asians who called themselves Midron and Lorif were confident it would succeed, and indeed, Ardbert and the others rose to the occasion, as I knew they would. It was not to be. I had misjudged Ardbert. His companions before him had made their sacrifices in turn. As their mirror, I had grown stronger for it. Had he but embraced his role and struck me down, victory would have been mine. But Ardbert, dear Ardbert, would not forsake his heart. And then he chose mercy, he chose love, and I was undone. The rest you know. He sought out Mitron and Logrif and granted them what he refused me. They accomplished everything they set out to achieve, and then the flood came and washed it away. In the wake of my betrayal, I would look on from the shadows and reflect my many sins as all fell to despair. Then I deaf, and now, and perhaps ever, as a fragment of my essence endures. Then one day, my fallen comrades rose again as cardinal virtues. It coincided with the arrival of the first scions. I later realized that the defense against the forces being marshaled to undo my failure. I can but assume that Asian planted the idea in Valtry's head. They were his creations, after all, and with their graves in Almorian territory, it was doubtless a simple matter to have their bodies exhumed and prepared. Who am I to speak, you may think when I say this, but when I saw these abominations he had wrought in their image, I was filled with such despair, such anger. I cannot unwrite my past. My soul is stained with blackest sin, and I will not pretend that I can ever be otherwise. But this act, this I could not ignore. If the Ascians were going to go to such lengths, then surely others would cross the rift in due time, and so I hatched a plan. I would assume the guise of Cylia and take up residence in the Crystarium, and I would make measures to bring together the most ambitious of adventurers, individuals driven by more than mere coin, virtue hunters. That way, when the enemy the Ascians feared more than any came to the stage would be set. They would join the hunter's quest, and together unmake Valtry's Car and lay their souls to rest once more. And so you did, Layla. The virtues are no more, but the one ultimately responsible for their creation, the devil who set them on their doomed path, lingers still. You know all there is to know of the heroes who saved this world. The truth I kept hidden in the shadows is yours. There are no more secrets to share. And so I ask you, grant me now which Ardbert could not, death. You still have a duty to others. You have to correct your mistakes. No, don't do this. Don't you spare me like he did. How can you stand there and say I deserve to live, knowing full well everything I did, the lives I destroyed, the chaos I wrought, the warden's parent comparison? Surely there's no greater villain than the Shadow Keeper. Which is why you must live to atone for your deeds. I should have expected a hero would say something like that. How does one seek atonement? 'Tis an undiscovered country with no charts or stars to guide. How will I even know when I find it? Day by day. Perhaps I may yet find purpose in preserving my comrades' legacy and helping others to understand the sacrifices that made them true heroes. For now, I shall return to the Crystarium and continue to assist Gainard, while spreading the forgotten tales of the Warriors of Light. You would have been good friends, you and Ardbert, in another life. Maybe you and I as well. You get that, Ardbert? Okay. I think we're nearly done here. Okay. Okay. Favorite city. Issues the Aetherite is just tall enough that I can't always click it. And it causes me slight issues. Okay, where is our lovely Shadow Keeper? Love that. I tell you, I am not accustomed to wearing armor any longer. Simply moving about it was enough to tax my strength, and fighting, any one of Captain Lena's recruits could probably put me flat on my back. Fortunately, I need to rely on my sword to spread word of my fallen comrades' deeds. Only words in the passage of time will see their legacy redeemed in the eyes of the people. Thank you for accompanying on my journey of remembrance, Layla. May your deeds ever be remembered and celebrated, as all heroes deserve. Yay. Did I get anything for this? Ah, that's cute. Okay, it says there's one more quest. Okay, we're doing it later. This is apparently a two-parter. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end stream. I am exhausted. We've done so much today. I will go ahead and update the stream title to say Part 1. And I will see you all tomorrow for the Yokai Weapon event. We'll probably be on Materia, because I'm going to be doing it on Harper, most likely. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been great to have you all here. We're going to go ahead and get ready to raid on out after 15 hours. No, just work. Stop this Firefox part. I will see you all tomorrow for stuff and things, and I will see you all next time. Let me go ahead and get ready to raid on out of here. And yeah, it's been great having you all here with me to do stuff and things. Yeah, let me make sure that he's still live. Is he still live? Are you still live? Did I miss my timing? My window? Oh, wrong. The tab's already open. Let me check. Are you alive, Mr. Amarok? Okay, we're going to go ahead and raid Center Amarok, whose birthday it is today. Thank you all for hanging out. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, farewell, see you later.